Hello and welcome back to another video for Final Fantasy XIV with me, Meoni, continuing our coverage of patch 5.5 released today, the 13th of April 2021. This time we're looking at yet another minion, as you could probably tell from the thumbnail and the title. This is the Wanderer's Campfire. Now specifically, the reason I'm dressed as an alchemist is because this is an alchemy recipe added in this patch as a basic level 80 alchemy recipe. There you go. We've got 4 grenade ash being used here, 6 Santique logs, and 4 volcanic tuff. If I could speak, I would actually be able to get those lines out. It's just recommended 1866 craftsmanship. It isn't required. Very easy to craft this then, not particularly difficult. So if you're on the market board and you see some, maybe consider actually crafting it yourself if you have a level 80 alchemist or a friend does, because some people are going to try and milk that for everything they can, when in reality it's quite a simple one to actually go and craft. So let's go and demonstrate this minion in the best place I could possibly think of, and then we'll go from there. Alright then, here we are. So we've all been there, we've been out hunting in Curthus, you know, and not really wearing the proper outfits as Fran is demonstrating here. So this is where this minion really comes in, I think, especially from a role-place perspective, and just, well, generally not to freeze yourself to death. So this is what the minion looks like then. It is literally an actual portable campfire, which makes Fran very happy, and she will no longer freeze to death. You're actually going to start sweating now, aren't you? Typical. I can't keep you happy anyway, can I? So yeah, it is a beautiful looking campfire that does emanate light. I wish it would emanate heat. I wish that is a thing that we could do, like a survival mode or something. But let's actually sit by the campfire, as you would see. And it looks pretty good, doesn't it? Look at that. That looks really nice. In a darker sort of time frame, this would most likely have a much better glow to it. But I'm not sure you can see, but there is actually light coming off of this campfire. It looks really cool, actually. Very, very nice, isn't it? Very immersive. So the idea then is for the campfire to be pretty much like the plush cushion and the Zabuton cushion. It's something that will basically place down, and it won't move unless you go a long way away from it. If we walk away from the campfire itself, eventually it will despawn, and then yeah, it's gone, right? So the campfire shouldn't be there anymore if we go back over. But unlike the cushion, it doesn't just spawn at your location, it will just disappear completely, and you will have to resummon it, I believe, like so. Yeah, so it just desummons rather than just moves the cushion. So that's worth bearing in mind. It is a very pretty one. We'll have a closer look at it in just a second. But as you can see, we've got the text up on screen. It says, "Summon your Wanderer's Campfire Minion, perfect for driving away the darkness and the chill, and most importantly, toasting marshmallows." And it says, "Couldn't strike a fire if your life depended on it? Sick of lugging around back-breaking loads of firewood on the off chance you need to camp out, but couldn't be bothered to gather the stuff at the end of a long, weary day? Introducing the Wanderer's Campfire." That's almost like a video I would write, like the script writing. Its footprint, hilariously, is just a campfire splodge, like, that's it. Yeah, that's what its footprint looks like, apparently. And the hidden text, when you highlight over the patch, says, "Few things compare to the simple pleasures of sitting beside a crackling campfire of one's own making." A quote there, obviously, of Alphino. And it's quite a nice one, isn't it? Of course, market tradable. This should be about, what, 30k, something like that. I doubt it's going to be much more than that when it comes down to it. In G-pose mode, you can't actually click on it, because it's not that kind of minion. Not that kind of minion, dude. You know, basically. Because it doesn't actually count as a proper minion. It's just a placement item. This, in many ways, is kind of like the answer, I would say, to the missing option of adding, you know, like props to the game. Kind of like a fashion accessories then, but for props. I think they should definitely add more things like this into the game. It's certainly props in general. I think they do add quite a bit, and it is something I expected to see in the fashion accessories thing, but I think they could add it to minions instead. Who wouldn't want to have stuff to pose next to, and this is an exceptional item. I think you'll agree. So of course we have no emote interactions because it's just a crackling fire, and that's pretty much it. But as much as I say that's pretty much it, I think that is a fantastic minion to have in your collection, and such a cheap one. You know, it's not going to break the bank. It's not going to be a big deal to anybody, really. I accidentally turned the lights on there. I was trying to find the button. Oh, it's the Y button. I was going to get us to face the same direction, but it only, for some reason, only worked on Fran there. But there we go. So if you want to get yourself one of these wondrous campfires, either craft it yourself, get a friend to craft it, or wait a little bit until people realize that they're selling these for way too much. I saw some prices up to 300k earlier. I was like, that's not 300k's worth of materials, but there we go. Much love. Let me know what you think about this minion and any of the others that we have shown off today, and I'll see you all next time. Much love. Bye-bye.